So this is a video to demonstrate my latest creation, which is my Eddie Van Halen tribute guitar. For more detailed information about it, please feel free to see my other YouTube videos that detail the construction of this guitar. But I'm just going to go through and play some different things to kind of accentuate some of the different things that this guitar can do, because this is custom made for basically a lot of what I do and what I need and want in a guitar. So just some basic clean rhythm type things with the front pickup, which is a Seymour Duncan El Nico Pro. If I want to kind of funkify that a little bit more, I'm going to put that in the middle position, and that'll combine with the back pickup, which is also a Seymour Duncan, and that's a custom 5. Whoops. So that gives you some idea of some of the clean tones that I will typically use. Also, believe it or not, yes, I have played jazz on this guitar, and you know, it gets a nice clean tone, but for jazz, obviously, it's going to be a little bit too bright. So what the normal thing to do is to lower the tone a little bit, kind of roll off some of that high end. On this guitar, it has the Fender grease bucket tone circuit, which is basically just adding another capacitor and resistor to kind of roll off the high end in a different way. When you roll high end off of this, it doesn't accentuate the bottom end. Most tones, when you roll off the tone, it just makes it muddy. And so this kind of flattens it out a little bit more. Doesn't really roll off a lot, but just enough that it makes me a little more comfortable. So if I want to do something maybe a little more Mike Sternish, something like that, kind of just evens that out, warms it up a little bit, but I still feel like there's a lot of definition there, so it's cool that way. For dirty tones, let's see, I'm going to go on channel 3 of my Mesa Boogie, sorry, channel 2 of my Mesa Boogie amp, and for the neck pickup, whoops, I'm going to roll that tone back on and do that again. For the back pickup. So it gets a really hard driving sound out of the Custom 5 here. Really great pickup, total rock and roll pickup. But I want to demonstrate what the D-Tuna does here. With a floating bridge like this, the D-Tuna would alter that saddle so you can get that low D. But with a floating bridge, it would kind of, I think, force all the other strings to stay out of tune. So the mag lock back here by Super V kind of helps me eliminate that problem. So I'm going to go down to the D. see the D-Tuna kept everything else in tune, or at least the Maglog kept everything else in tune. So, you know, believe it or not, there are some tunes I don't do unchained on any job, but there are some things that I do tune down to a D, and it makes it for really quick transition, and then you can just pop it right back in, and it's good to go. So it's a fun guitar. It's very diverse guitar, which is what I need, but it can handle a lot of the classic Eddie Van Halen type things. So kind of like this. Let's see if I can do this.